Yeah, let us start.
Okay. Good afternoon, namaste, assalamu alaikum, and sat shri akal. Welcome to this exciting first episode of Educatio World Pod Talk, where we explore the forefront of education and innovation around the globe. I am your host, Farheen Aatif Ansari, and today we are honored to have with us a distinguished special guest, Dr. Pramod Mahajan, sir, a highly respected authority in the field of education. He currently serving as a board of director of Principal Council of Sharjah and core member and former secretary of the Principal Executive Council of Sharjah Private Education Authority. He is also the core member of Community Volunteer Team, Office of Council General, CGI, India, Dubai, and UAE. Pramod sir has an impressive background, serving 34 years in the field of education. Throughout their career, Pramod Mahajan sir has been a trailblazer in education sector. Today's talk will focus on futuristic schooling, a subject that is incredibly pertinent to the educators, students, policymakers, etc. Sir insights into futuristic education promise to provide us with a deeper understanding, innovative perspectives, and that can inspire and empower us in our educational journey. As an advocate for world education policy and education system, Sir is the perfect fit for Education Pod Talk, where we strive to explore and expand the boundaries of educational thought and practice. We are thrilled to have such an eminent speaker with us today. This session is not just an opportunity to learn from Pramod's vast experience, but also to engage in a meaningful dialogue that can shape the future of education. Without further ado, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Pramod Mahajan, sir. Sir, mic is all yours.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Namaste, Namaskaram, Salam Alaikum. This is Dr. Pramod Mahajan. Let's think about futuristic schooling. When we say schooling, that experience which shape the behavior of a child, that experience which shape the personality of a child, that experience which creates the holistic development within a learner. And when we say futuristic, future fit, whatever be the hurdles are there, with the smiling face, the learner should bounce back and accept the challenge. To be future fit means answering those questions which are yet to be asked. To be future fit means thinking about those technology which are yet to be invented. Futuristic means giving solution for those issues which are yet to be raised. Futuristic means you are globally accepted and ready every time with the smiling face. So this is the just a definition of futuristic schooling. So let me share my screen and then we'll discuss in various aspects of futuristic schooling. Corona 29, 2021 proved that there are various hurdles, but yes, even if the schools are closed, schooling was happening. Even the prayer rooms are closed, prayers are happening. Even the house were closed, but the family bonding were happening. So it is neither the house, nor the prayer rooms, nor the schooling, nor the building. It is beyond something which makes you futuristic. So let us think about that. What is that futuristic aspect is? It's all about education, education, and education. If we have to think deeply about futuristic schooling, think about how the learning is happening. If you have to think within, think about how the learning culture can be created. If you have to think around, think about how the challenges are welcomed and get challenged positively for learning to be visible. Future fit schooling means not only the teaching, not only learning happens, but it should be visible. Think beyond how all the educators are speaking language of learning. It is all about leading the change. Leading the change is nothing but leading the growth, leading the progress. Yes, I'm reminded of one story. Oh, the eagle is the only bird which flies very high, but there are crows who are sitting on the neck of the eagle and biting the eagle because eagle is flying very high. But understand one thing, eagle neither respond nor does it fight with the crow. It does not waste any time or effort on it. It just open its wing. So futuristic means opening of the wing and begins to climb up the highest place in the sky. For that, sky is not the limit, but just beginning. And the crow finds it's very difficult because the oxygen level is very low and they fell down. So if you are opening your wings, flying high, others cannot reach to your level and they will fly down. So don't waste your energy, don't respond, don't be reactive. Just keep on flying high with your open wings. But everyone cannot be a eagle. But at least if you wanted to be a crow, be a modern crow. See that story again, the thirsty crow. There are various ways, but the futuristic means you can see the picture itself is speaking about that. What I mean to say, do not chase, just attract. If you spend your time chasing the butterflies, they will fly away. But if you spend your time in a beautiful garden, creating a beautiful garden, many butterflies will come. And the futuristic schooling is that, creating the culture of learning, making the learning visible. And then you'll create that global learner who will be future fit, who will be ready to face any challenge within, around, outside, and anywhere. What is the sketch of that future fits schooling? It's all about hyper personalized and adaptive. The learning should be hyper personalized and adaptive. It should be machine learning driven. It should be artificial intelligence driven. It should have experiential learning as a component. It should not completely dependent, but yes, it should utilize the mixed reality and immersive experiences. When I say mixed reality, virtual reality, augmented reality, Internet of Things, and yes, credentials, portfolios, that is important. When I say hyper-personalized and adaptive schooling, what I mean to say, learners should come with the smiling face, do some experience, gain some experience, and go with the smiling face. I'm reminded of Professor Sugata Mitra's statement. Learning happens naturally, and the minimum intervention in the process of learning brings maximum learning outcomes. What does it mean? It means that everyone is born with certain intelligence, certain creativity. The role of a futuristic schooling is to sustain that. And if you are not sustaining that, we are not future fit. And that system is not futuristic. It's all about self-paced learning. It's all about competency-based progression. And it's all about futuristic remediation when and as and when it is required. When I say AI and machine learning driven, what I mean to say, the learning insight should be cognitive. And the teacher's avatar is different now. A teacher is no more sage on a stage. A teacher is no more guide on a side. A teacher is no more felicitator, but the teacher is a scaffolder. And it's all about cognitive automation. So the AI and machine learning driven teaching learning process deals with embrace the technology without becoming techno addict. Explore the machine without becoming machine. And that is futuristic learning. That is futuristic schooling. Experiential learning. Real world experiences should be experienced within the classroom and outside the classroom. Real time coaching and feedback should happen. Social skill, collaboration, communication, creativity, innovation should be explored. That is experiential learning. And if that component is there, trust me, You are the one who is futuristic. When I say mixed reality, so it is blending of human values with technology, whether the flipped classroom, whether the hybrid classroom, whether the online courses, whether the offline courses, whatever be. But the scaffolding of a child should happen. And that should have metacognitive aspects, procedural aspect, strategic aspect, and conceptual aspect. When we say Internet of Things, campuses should be connected, sharing should happen, digital well-being, mental well-being, physical well-being has to be taken care of. Credentials. It's an era of digital credential. It's an era of verification of the credential throughout the globe within a second digitally. And it is possible by creating the digital portfolios, anecdotes of each and every learner within the classroom, outside the classroom, before the classroom teaching happening, during the classroom teaching happening, and after the teaching happening. Design thinking is another aspect. The thought process of the child, of a learner who has to be futuristic, has to be designed. What is that? Design is assumption, rectification, elimination, prioritization, approximation. And thinking is planning, implementing, assessing. It's all about freezing that one idea which bring the change. That change which is constant, that change which is collaborative, that change which makes you smile, that change which sustain your intellectual power. It has got 4 pillars. What is that? Empathy. Design thinking's first pillar is empathy. Think about oneself, think about others. Second one is collaboration. It's not only that you are sympathetic, you are empathetic, you are taking care of the other, but are you accepting the views of different people? Are you collaborating with them? That is important. Third point is inclusion. You are collaborative. You are taking the views from others, but are you including that views to resolve the solution? That is important. And the fourth is review and revise as per the need and requirement of the society, as per the need and requirement of the positive aspects. So repeat it, redo it, refine it, review it, revise it, and freeze it. That is nothing but the design thinking. What is that thinking process? Empathize, to reframe, to ideate, and to prototype. From diverse to converge, again converge to diverse. It's problem phase to solution space. Design challenge to design solution. From at random motion to streamlined motion. So there are various aspects. As the moderator will ask the questions, we'll discuss that thing. So these are the various aspects of design thinking. Road mapping, scaffolding mapping, design challenge, empathy mapping, exploring persons, journey mapping, and whatnot. Another thing is literary skills, life skills. Literary skills deals with first, innovative skills deals with critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and whatnot. Literary skills deals with information, media, and technology. Life skills, flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and social skill. Up to what extent you are critical, creative, collaborative, informative, media-oriented, techno-savvy, flexible, your leadership skill, your initiative, your productivity, and your social skill. That will create a system which is called futuristic schooling. Futuristic schooling, design thinking, and thinking classroom change your routine classroom into a thinking classroom. What is that? Just speak 20% and allow children to speak at least 80%. Less spoon feeding and more thinking. Ask such type of questions in your variety of classrooms. You are teaching them nutrition, vitamins, nutritive value, balanced food. Ask them if the Virat Kohli is playing the one-day cricket match, what breakfasts he should have. Will redefine the role of vitamins and minerals and carbohydrates. The classroom will be converted into a thinking classroom. Yes, no doubt, EQ is more important than IQ and SQ. But SQ is more communicative than IQ. AQ is more responsive than EQ. When I say IQ, intelligent question, can be increased. EQ, emotional question, can be trained, can be sharpened. What about SQ? Your social question. You are on Facebook, you are on Instagram, you are on WhatsApp, you are using so many devices, your social question will increase. But what about AQ, adversity question? During the tough time, how high with the smiling face you are jumping out? How you are responding when you are going through the tough situation? That matters, and that is futuristic schooling. If our AQ is very high, if Corona 19, Corona 20, whatever comes, we will go ahead. So that is futuristic schooling. No doubt, exploring, experimentation, collaboration, competencies, skills, all are the component of the futuristic schooling. When I say cooperative learning, it has got different elements. Socialization, ensure the participation, positive interdependence, and achievement. Universal design for learning, a new global trend to be a futuristic. It has got different components. Magnifying the meaning of the world, elevate the experiences, curate the curriculum. Are you curating the curriculum as per the need and requirement of the society, of the corporate houses, of the world, of the challenges, to ensure the peace, to ensure the safety, to ensure the well-being? If you are not doing it, if you are not curating it, you are not future fit. Burst barriers, teach technology. Futuristic schooling deals with high performance learning. When I say high performance learning, its framework says high achievement is not possible only by potential. What potential you have? You may be capable enough. It will not make you high achiever. For that, a lot of motivation is required. A lot of support is required. A lot of opportunities are required. And if this amalgamation is there, the high performance learning works and you become a high achiever, and that is the need of future. Potential does not determine performance, not at all. Performance is something else than the potential. Contrary, the popular and gifted adults are not always performing well. They are gifted and talented, but their performance is another aspect. When it comes to the improvement of the intelligent question, there are many ways, and you can do that thing. Because the brain, the neurological aspects are more plastic than we think. It's less elastic and more plastic. IQ can be increased by this means. IQ has a little influence on job, performance, and occupational standing, earnings, or wealth. Less. What is more important is how adaptive you are. What is more important how your sphere of influence is widened. It's a common myth that a child gifted and talented at age 6 will be considered gifted and talented at 16. Not at all. That's a myth. And the futuristic aspect is the talent can be sharpened year by year by positive experiences. And that positive experiences comes with hyper-personalized learning, using AI, using machine, using your portfolios, using your experiential learning and explorative nature. The different aspects of the high performance learning, the 7 pillars of high performance learning. Mindset shift. If you are in a fixed mindset, forget. You can't do anything. You have to shift your mindset from fixed to growth. Inquiry-based learning. Keep on inquiring. Keep on questioning yourself. Keep on competing yourself. Expertise development. Keep on developing it. And when you reach to highest expertise, don't be just sitting like that. The case of Nokia proved the world that they were thinking they are the expertise and they are leading the world in the field of communication, and one small platform and Nokia was no more. What I meant to say, at the top, space is less. So keep on developing your expertise. Keep on negotiating with yourself. Practice and training, feedback, engagement of partners. It's all about values, attitude, and attributes, as well as advanced cognitive performance characteristics. So if you have to create the future schools, they should have value, attitude, and attributes, as well as advanced cognitive performance characteristics. What is that ACPs and what is that VAAs? ACPs deals with how to think, and VAAs deals with how to behave. Trust me, if you have a mastery in thinking and then behaving, you are the future fit. Your schools will be future fits. You can face any challenge. You should have a mastery on thinking and behaving as per the values, as per the attitude, as per the attributes, as per the situation. You will be the future fit personality. It's all about thinking. It's all about behaving. It deals with creating the intellectual playfulness. Gamification is important, but are you intellectually playful? That is important. Flexible thinking, fluent thinking. Your thinking should be fluent as well as flexible. It should be original. It should be revolutionary. Meta thinking, metacognition, self-regulation, strategy planning, intellectual confidence. Having confidence only academically is not sufficient. You should have an intellectual confidence. Yeah, I am the one who can face any challenge, who can resolve any issue. Linking, connection finding, generalization, getting connected, matching the frequency, matching the chemistry, seeing the big picture, seeing the alternative perspective. That is important. Analyzing, critical, logical thinking, precisions. Perfection is one-sided aspect, but precision is the journey or path of betterment. Complex and multi-step problem solving. So it's all about VAAs. If you take empathetic, when you are collaborative, when you are concerned, when you are confident. Agile comes from inquiry, creative and enterprising, open-minded. You should always open-minded. And risk taker, hardworking, practice perseverance and resilience. So that's all from my side. And over to question answer session. If you have to be future fit, once again, sky is not the limit. It is just beginning. And you require that platform on which you can jump high. And that is possible by adaptive, hyper-personalized learning, AI-driven learning, machine-driven learning, experiential learning, and blending of human touch and machine. Flipped classroom, blended class. Yeah. Over to the
Thank you
Farheen.
so much. I'm a big fan of Virat Kohli. So design problems or design thinking. Keep a balance between user needs or business goals.
Business goal.
Literally, I learned a lot. Your dedication and passion for the education sector were evident and inspiring. Let's step to the another one, the questionnaire session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Let's hook our audience. There are some questions which our audience want to know about the futuristic schooling. Here we go,
Yeah.
sir. Your first question is, how can schools foster skills such as creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence in an increasingly automated world?
See, when we say automated world, in this world, everything is connected. Everything which does not have emotion get connected. Everything which is dumped get connected. What are the connection is what? Minds are connected. The
Right.
brains are connected. Systems are connected. But what about the empathy? What about the sympathy? What about the cognitive skills? What about your thought process? So that automation is not possible. And if at all, you have to connect all those dumb things, one automation is must, that is called cognitive automation. And when I say cognitive automation, is synchronization between 3H, your head with brainy activities, with the cognitive skills, your heart with the emotion, cognitive skills, and your hands with psychomotor skills. If they are synchronized, trust me, anything and everything will be automated, and that will be with full of life, not with full of dumpness. Now you'll say that computers, what is that computer? It is connection of the wires. Who put that life of developing something or analyzing something is the synchronization of those 3H. So everything which is automated can be, in true sense, lively automated by the human beings only. And that's why no one can replace the teachers. No one can replace the humanity. No one can replace the human beings. Machines will come, technology will come and go. You think in the beginning, when the computers were introduced, languages are carrying a lot of weightage. COBOL, this language, that language. And now it's a single click where that knowledge has gone. Those days, they were thinking about driving skill. Now the driverless cars. So what is matter? What is automation? Thinking, thinking, and thinking.
Skills is more useful than knowledge, sir. The most
Knowledge.
important
Yeah,
skill
yeah.
to acquire now is learning. How to
And
learn.
after acquiring, how to apply that thing in the unknown situation.
Right,
In the unknown situation.
right. Knowledge plus 10,000 times in skills, then we'll work. So let's get to the next question, sir. How can schools ensure that students developed a healthy balance between screen time and offline activities?
Yes, between screen time and offline activities. See, if you are a really techno-savvy teacher, you will use the technology as a sophisticated ad, and you will give more time for students to think, to collaborate, to do the peer discussion, raising the questions, giving the solution, committing the blunders, reaching to the root cause of the blunder, and ensuring that you are not repeating the same mistakes. But yes, you are free to repeat the new mistakes anytime and every time. If you do that thing, then yeah, there will be a balance.
Yeah, we
But
have to set boundaries with the people.
boundaries. But if instead of embracing the technology, if you are becoming a techno addict, then forget about that balance, and then there will be a digital depression will be there.
Right.
Machine, yes, explore the machine, utilize the machine for learning. But what is happening nowadays? People are becoming themselves a machine. They are becoming techno addict, and
Yeah.
a lot of problems are coming up, and then they are blaming the schooling.
For
Actually,
that, we
such
have
type
to
of
literally take a break. Sorry to interrupt.
yeah, such type of schoolings are not future fit schooling. Futuristic schooling, which are keeping the balance between each and everything, and upper age for thinking.
So we have to find balance between the online and offline activities.
Yes.
So let's get in our next question, sir. How
Yeah.
might the integration of AI and machine learning change the role of teachers in the classroom?
Change the role of a teacher from teacher to a scaffolder. Change the role of a teacher from guide on a side to a scaffolder. Change the role of a teacher from sage on a stage to a scaffolder. Change the role of a teacher to be a friend, to be a person who is going along with the learner, but not holding the learner and taking him as per his knowledge or anything. Trust me, this 21st century generation learners are much more advanced than any of the teacher available. But yes, it is only the teacher who can put them on a track, who can challenge them and show them the path which will fulfill their need and requirement, rather than provide them such type of platform on which they can jump so high that the sky is not the limit, but just the beginning. So that's the role of a teacher using technology and
Identify the area of strength and weaknesses.
weakness. Not only identifying, breaching that. See, everyone has a lot of strengths, but we are focusing on weaknesses. Why not utilize that strength to bury those weaknesses and make the child flourish? But what we do, we find out the weaknesses and dump the strength of a child. See,
Right.
now the assessment system is also doesn't allow you to use the rate pen. Why? The reason is that you have to find out the strength of a child and give the marks, not putting the cross and deducting the marks.
Right. Right. Mhm. So let's get into the next question, sir.
Please.
Are the potential benefits and challenges of virtual and augmented reality in education?
See, augmented reality gives you immersive experiences. Augmented reality force you to think beyond. Augmented reality become your sophisticated add to think. Whatever be, which is not in existence, you can dream it by augmented reality and you can achieve that thing. The challenges of the augmented reality is everything sometimes become ready-made. So if everything is becoming ready-made for you and ready reckoner for you, then your creativity and innovation will go down.
Right.
So augmented reality is meant for exploring the new horizon, which is not known. If you are using that thing that way, yes, it is very useful. But if you are using it to just get the ideas and cut copy paste, then it is very dangerous.
Yeah.
See, one of the sophisticated form of the augmented reality, Chat GPT.
Chat
Now,
GPT. Literally.
Chat GPT, if you get challenged by, if you are challenging Chat GPT, you are a good Chat GPT user. But if you depend completely on Chat GPT, your innovativeness, your creativeness, your critical thinking has gone.
Oh,
So
yeah.
virtual reality and augmented reality can be used as a sophisticated add to explore the horizon, to dream which is not in existence and try to achieve.
AR VR offers an immersive learning background, I think,
Yes,
and
yes.
enabling student to interact with the subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, immersive experiences are that only, which is not available. Now, I have visited in Finland, one of the school where the child is working on digitalization of the mass. See, it is not in existence. What is the meaning of digitalization of a mass? Suppose you are there in India, your mass is converted into digital signal,
Digital
and
signal.
we can send that digital signal from one place to USA, and you will appear there. See the thought process. And
Right.
he made a model using the augmented reality that is working. So thinking about digitalization of mass, if it happens, if 10% happen, if transportation, everything will be resolved.
Right.
And that is very much possible. Mass is already converted into the energy by different Newton and all. They have done Einstein and all. They have done that thing. Now, why not beyond Einstein? You
Right.
have developed a relationship between mass and energy. We will develop the relationship between digital signal and mass. So it is
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. And our next question is, what role will gamification and game-based learning play in the future classroom?
Yeah. So gamification actually motivate the child. Gamification actually excite the child to think, to get energized, to freshen the what we can say mental fatigueness. See, there is a concept mental fatigueness. If you keep on thinking, your brain will be fatigued. And if you enlarge that fatigueness, the elasticity of the brain will increase and the plasticity will decrease. This is the neurological aspect. So to reduce that elasticity and to enhance the plasticity of your thought process, this gamification is very much important. You become king, you become a fighter, you become a runner, you become a player, you become a cricketer, you become a hitter, you become a baller, what not, by that gamification. And then those clues, you are the one who is experiencing that thing, you are the one who is solving that thing, you are the one who is going ahead with that thing. And the important thing is with your own pace and speed by your level. So that's why the gamification plays a vital role in the field of teaching learning process. Rather than gamification makes your learning visible. What you have learned, show by the next game, show by in the next level.
By
So
giving
it is like,
students hand-on learning experiences and interactive
yeah,
simulation.
the era has gone when the hands-on learning experiences was the only alternative. Now it is beyond that. Now it is
There are
beyond that.
conductive environment for exploration.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, we are getting into the next question, sir. What
Hmm.
new educational models, example, hybrid learning, micro schools, learning pods, might become a more prevalent in the future?
Yes, certainly. It will have homeschooling. It will have digital classrooms. It will have more important. But while doing so, the number of teachers, requirement of a number of teachers will increase. The role of a teachers will be different, but their existence will increase. But no doubt, those teachers who are not the good thinker, those teachers who are not exploring the machine and exploring the technology, they will be a threat.
Right.
So there will be a threat for them. But yes, all these technologies will increase. Now Facebook has become a good media for learning. YouTube has become a good media for learning. Now we are zooming.
Many
Yeah,
platforms, really.
many platforms, many platforms. But all these platforms are only your sophisticated ad. What is important is how effectively you are utilizing those platforms by your thought process.
Right.
It is that.
It has a potential to bring about a major transformation in the way of India approaches education, making it
Yes.
more accessible and inclusive.
More accessible, more inclusive, more equitable, more providing more opportunities.
Right.
Because see, the Indians, they are workaholic in nature. The intelligence, they are dumb with that. That spark is within them. Now, how to ignite that spark? All these media, all these platforms are meant for igniting that spark. And when that spark ignites, trust me, India will be the Vishwaguru, will be the Vishwaguru,
Right
and no
now,
one
we
can
are wrap
hide
around
it.
system and support designed by provided by the youth.
Yes, yes. They
Yeah.
learn the design from their birth itself. There's no second thought
As
about
you,
that.
as you said ना 6 साल का बच्चा जो सीख सकता है वो 16 साल
Mhm.
का नहीं. So
Nahi.
it's a age gap. Yeah, you
That's
said
gap. Yeah.
it's a miss.
Yes.
So tuning into the next question, sir, how will
Yes.
the role of physical school buildings change with the rise of online and remote learning?
See, the physical building will become a center for experimentation. They become hub of learning, where the people will come and do the experiment, share their outcomes face to face with the others, challenge them, get challenged, and then do so many things digitally, and again come up in the school for different experiment, for different experiment exploration. It's a hub of learning. It's become a hub of knowledge. It's like that. Whatever be the
Students study
digitalization
at their
come,
own pace.
whatever be the, yeah, whatever be the online aspects comes, the importance of schools, physical schools will never reduce. It will keep on increasing
Yeah.
because more experimentation will happen, more exploration will happen, more peer group learning will happen, more debates will happen, more arguments will happen, more learning spaces will be created. And it is like that.
Literally, the physical classrooms allow students to access the virtual one, like computer,
But
mobile devices, and all.
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. See, you
virtual
take the,
education
you take,
cannot replace the physical one, sir.
yeah, yeah. You take the case of banking and railways. They were telling when the computer will be introduced, the number of banks will be reduced. What happened? It is
Yeah,
multiple. It is
multiple,
multiple. And
multiple,
multiple in
countless.
thousands. Multiple in thousands. They will say aircraft. If this will happen, the number of buses will reduce. No, it is
No,
now road.
Indigo is
Yeah.
having their own bus service, sir,
Own
flying
bus service because,
service.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
in
there is no
every
end of
airport.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is
Even
no
for
end
the
of that.
bank also, even in every
Similar way.
corner of the town, in every small places also, even 5, 10 banks, sub branches, many branches are there.
Many branches. Yeah. And it is possible because of digitalization. So digitalization enhances the physical existences,
Like
physical
remote learning
spaces.
is increasing the physical school buildings.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we are tuning into the next question, sir.
Yeah.
How might global connectivity and collaboration shape the future of schooling, allowing students to learn from and with peers around the world?
Yeah. See, I already told that thing, your SQ matters a lot. Up to what extent your sphere of influence is. Now the globe or the global existence becomes just like a small village. How effectively you are connecting with the people, your creativity will enhance this. How effectively you are reaching with the audience, your innovativeness will enhance because they are the one, those connections are the one will be giving you the feedback that whether you are on right track, whether you are doing good or not. Otherwise, what will happen? Suppose we two only are discussing, so there will be a limitation.
Right.
But if we send this video globally, many people will comment, many people will come up with new ideas,
Even with
and
the
that
Zoom
will
links,
give us the
if right
feedback.
now I share it now, so many people will connect right now.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Just
that connection matters. And that connection is in true sense globalization of education.
exposing students.
It is not that you are studying in the versatile universities or foreign universities. No, how effectively you are connecting with them and enhancing your thought process by collaboration, that is important. And that is globalization.
Yeah, global collaboration builds cultural understanding, communication skills,
Yes,
and
yes,
knowledge
yes.
too.
And that will resolve a lot of issues, a lot of global issues. Peace will be established by this collaboration only, not by the wars or anything.
Yeah,
See, the
global learning.
collaboration is not happening between the countries because of the caste, color, creed, and all those narrow domestic walls. Otherwise, if the collaboration happens, if the dialogue happens, if the constructive dialogue happens, peace is by default established.
Yeah,
That's why persistence, resilience is important. And that can be achieved by connecting with people.
it is reaching a new level of maturity as more educators come to understand the value of learning in a global context.
Global context, yes.
So, tuning to the next question, sir.
Hmm.
What strategies can be employed to teach students about digital literacy and cybersecurity from a young age?
Yeah. See, one thing is very clear. You cannot teach anyone anything.
Right.
Only you can share with them, have a dialogue with them, ensure that enjoy their mistakes, but ensure that they are not repeating the same mistake. Learning will happen. But
Exactly.
what we are doing, we are focusing on their mistakes and we are finding out the fault with them. That's the problem. If you enjoy their mistakes and allow them to reach to the root cause of the mistake, trust me, they will not repeat at least the same mistake. And that is learning. Learning is what? Narrowing down your mistakes. That's all. Whatever with the area is. What the engineers do, different drawings, different this, and then they narrow down it. How effective the width is, how effective the load sharing is, and they narrow down it. So that is R&D. Research and development is what? That the same way. Now the days were there when on the bullet cart we were taking the rocket. And now we
Now,
are taking the rockets of whole world with our rockets. Why? This change is happened by what? Committing the mistakes,
yeah.
allowing the mistakes, improving that, learning globally, taking the risk, and going ahead.
Yeah,
So
utilize
that is
interactive tools. They reflect and learn from your digital experiences and all.
yes, yes. But at the same time, your cyber well-being has to be at a very high level. Cyber security has to be at a very high level. That's a big threat. That's a big threat. Data, sharing the data, and whatever be you are doing, that should remain original within yourself. That is important.
Exactly.
That is a
Incorporate
big that
drivers
is a
and
big threat
techniques.
because of this digitalization.
Yes.
Trust me, any print can be abolished, but digital prints remains. Whatever you do, it
Ah,
remains.
yes, yes.
It
The
remains.
memories from the drive to clouds, everything remains.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last but not the least, sir, how can schools prepare students to navigate and succeed in a rapidly changing technological landscape?
Again, rapidly changing technological landscape, protect them to become a techno addict. Protect them to become a machine. Make them a critical thinker. Make them an innovative personality. Make them to question themselves. Make them to answer the fertile question. See, nowadays it is not a good answer or bad answer. It is the right question, the proper question, and the fertile question. That question which gives opportunity to variety of answers. So if they are raising those questions, trust me, there are variety of solutions, variety of answers, and then their design thinking will make them to freeze that one idea which will make the change.
Literally, literally, for the real world experiences.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you so much, sir. The future belongs to those who believes in the beauty of their dreams. Let's
And
all
they have to create their own future. That is one another. To be futuristic means what? You have to create your own future. No
yes.
one will create your future. If you think that my future will be created by someone which is futuristic in nature, it's a myth. You
It's
only
a
can create
myth.
your own future.
Literally a myth.
By someone which is futuristic in nature, it's a myth. You only
It's a
can create
myth.
your own future.
Literally a myth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pramod sir. Let's all take a movement to express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Pramod Mahajan sir for sharing his profound insight and valuable experience with us today. His presentation on futuristic education was not only informative but also truly inspiring, offering us a new perspective and a wealth of knowledge to take away. Pramod sir, your dedication and passion for work and evident in the depth. We deeply appreciate the time and effort you have taken to be here with us and to contribute so significantly to the success of this event. On behalf of Educatio World team, thank you once again for the outstanding